Hi, this is Neve Arthur of the Stay at Home Family with today's edition of Scientific Happiness Project. So I'm pretty excited about this topic because as I study happiness, a lot of the roads to happiness all seem to converge in one place. Coming at it from different angles and from different conclusions, but a lot of happiness can be derived from being incredibly present in the moment. And I'm going to show you two ways of doing that in just a second, but when you're present, basically what it does is it frees you from the fears and the regrets and the upsets and the wishing things had gone differently of the past. And it also frees you from the anxiety and the worries and the fears about the future. Because for a lot of us, all we do for the future is put our past into it as, okay, making sure that that bad thing doesn't happen again and trying like hell to get the good thing to happen again. And so we get all kinds of emotional stuff around all of that. But when you become present in the moment, you're actually living life, because life happens now. Everything happens now. Even all those things you're worried about in the future, they're not going to happen in the future. They're going to happen in the now. So as you can pull your presence back, you can find pockets of total pure peace and happiness in your day. And yeah, you're like, it can be hard to stay there, but when you can pull yourself there more and more and more, you'll find you have more happiness, you have more presence, you're not worried so much, you're not so anxious. The emotional addictions don't come up so much. And when they do come up, you can deal with them in the same way as you deal with runaway thoughts, which is becoming present. Okay, so there's the two ways of becoming present. One is being the observer. So that is either observing an emotion that's going on in your body. We've already kind of talked about that, is not letting it become attached to any thoughts, just observing it as it feels. Or also observing the thoughts. Because when we get really tied up in our thoughts, they have the utmost importance. You've probably had that happen where you are so worried about something that you feel sick. And then half an hour later you're thinking about something else and you're just not as worried about that anymore. So then what did the worry do for you? Absolutely nothing, except generate feeling bad for that particular moment. So what happens is when you become present and you start to observe your thoughts, observe the thinking happening, not judging, not blaming, not thinking that it's good or bad, simply observing that it exists. What happens is you create two up here instead of just the one, that there's this thinking mind that runs away by itself and it is you and you can't control it. That just gives you a feeling of lack of ability to control. But when you observe that, in order to observe something, you have to be outside of it, so you automatically create two in your head. You've got the thoughts that are, maybe the neural pathways are just kind of running away with you, and they're just doing their thing. And then you've also got this observer side, which is, it's not even a thought, it's a sense that you're observing. So just the sense that you are observing the thoughts takes you out of the thoughts. And that separation gives you clarity, gives you calm, allows you to see that your machine is running and that is not you, and you don't have to be swept up in the emotion generated by the chemicals of what's going on or in the neural pathways that are just being fired off automatically. And then you can be present, you can be really happy in the present, you can find that sense of peace and calm. And you can do this to observe chemicals coming up from your body or to observe thoughts that are running away. And it really, really works remarkably, remarkably well when you get good at it. At first it just feels like, okay, so I'm thinking, oh look, I'm thinking that I'm thinking, oh I'm thinking that I'm thinking that I'm thinking. But pretty soon you just get this sense of, oh look at that over there thinking. Look at my machine working. And then the other side of it, the other way to get really, really present is to simply observe what's going on in the present, outside of you. So the first way is going inside, the second way is going outside. And outside means kind of outside the brain. So it could be focusing on your breath, because that's something you're actually controlling. It's not just an automatic process going on, unless you're not thinking about it. So you can focus on your breath and the texture of your breath. and what your breath feels like, and slow it down and speed it up and play with that, right? And then the other thing that you can do is you can touch something. So it could be your sweater. So you can touch it and feel what it feels like, and feel all the little nerves that fire in order to send that signal back to your brain. And in that, you can just be really aware of the presence of your sweater. That it's here, that it exists, that it's part of your current world. And both of those ways of being allow you happiness in moments, allow you to be present right now, allow you to let go of some of the things that are bothering you, allow you to find a sense of fulfillment and peace. And it's powerful. When you get really present, like, everything becomes beautiful. It's really strange and wonderful and joyous, and you should seek that out in any way, in any form you can find. But right now, today, practice getting present and comment. Let me know how it went. Let me know, did you struggle with it? Was it interesting? What happened for you in seeking presence? And make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, that you've liked the Facebook fan page, and comment for me. So thank you so much for spending another Scientific Happiness Project with me. Be present, be happy, be whole. I love you. I will see you in the next video.